Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to share all of my 2015 beauty favorites. I have a ton of items here, like the whole range, and I also have some brushes I want to share with you guys. And then I think my next video will be like my hair, skin, nails, fashion, lifestyle 2015 favorites. So give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see that one next. But for today, we're going to do beauty. I'm going to jump right in because I have a lot of stuff. So first up, my favorite primer this year has been the Benefit Professional. I love this because it really evens out the texture of your skin. It fills in your pores and it really fills in like maybe where you had like a little scar. So basically just any texture. It gives your skin this nice, smooth, silky, almost silicone-like feel to it. So your foundation just glides on right top, and that way your foundation can more so even out the color because this has already evened out the texture. So I love it. It also keeps your face from looking shiny or oily throughout the day as well. Next up for foundation, I have two favorites. The first is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I actually wore this on my wedding day. I loved the way that my makeup came out that day, and I used this foundation for all of like the events leading up to it as well, like the shower or the parties and all that too. So it was great. It lasted the entire day. It will last into the night. Like this foundation will stay on for 24 hours. Like it does not budge anywhere. It has a really pretty nice full glam, full coverage look to it. So if you want like heavy glam, this is the foundation you need. Comes in a bunch of different colors. It does have a nice matte finish to it, but you can always apply highlighter on top to give it more of a glowy look. But it does have a matte finish itself. Yeah, I actually did do a full tutorial of like my wedding day makeup, so I'll go ahead and leave that down below if you guys want to check it out and see how I use this foundation. But it's beautiful. Great for photo, great for videos. I love it. And then this one is more of like my everyday foundation. I've really been loving this one the past 6 months. It's from Makeup Forever, and they actually reformulated their original HD foundation. So this is called the Ultra HD, and it's a nice medium to full coverage, but it has a more natural finish. And that's a foundation I was really looking for this year, was something that just made my skin look like skin, and it was really natural. It had a little bit of a glow to it, just something pretty, you know what I mean? So I love this. It evens out your skin tone, but you can still see like your freckles and your skin through it. And I really, really like it. It comes in a bunch of different colors. I'm in the color Y345. Beautiful for photos and video as well. Next up, concealer. This is like hands down the best concealer I have ever tried. It's very lightweight. It's from Urban Decay and it's the Naked Skin. I love this because like I said, it's lightweight, but it gives very full coverage and it looks beautiful again in photos and video. And that's kind of like my theme this year, since I was trying to find like the best makeup for my wedding, and of course my job is to film myself on camera, so I really need my makeup to like stand up to the test, you know what I mean? So this is amazing. I'm actually on my 5th tube this year, so I love it. Nothing can beat something that will give you full coverage but feel like you have nothing on, so I love it. Next up for powder, I have two favorites. The first is the Hello Flawless from Benefit. I have it in a bunch of different colors. It's just a very basic powder, but there's something about the look of it once you get it on your skin that I just love it. It really gives your skin this nice, smooth, even look to it. It completely blurs out your pores, and it gives you like not really like a matte finish, but there's no shimmer to it. So it's just kind of like a nice, I don't know how to explain it. Like it's not matte, but it's not glowy because there's no shimmer. It's just a good in the middle, and I love it. It gives you a nice, good full coverage. Even on its own, it will give you a really pretty full coverage. I have it in a bunch of different colors so I can use it all over the face for different areas. Alright, and the other powder that I've been loving this year is the, it's actually like a full line of powders, and it's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powders. And I actually have some of them in this little palette here. It looks like this. So I love these. I've used them in so many tutorials this year, but basically these powders were made to mimic the effect of like different ambient lighting. So my favorite is the dim light, and it gives your skin this beautiful airbrushed look. So if you guys have that app Facetune where you can like smooth your skin, this powder does that in real life. It's beautiful. It's a nice airbrushed smooth look to your skin, and all of them have a glow to them. I wouldn't say there's glitter, but there's a nice glow to them. So they give your skin this really beautiful, healthy glow, like lit from within look, and I love it. So all the colors are beautiful, but dim light is definitely my favorite. It's the most subtle. You don't have to use that as a highlighter. Like you can use it all over. It's a very subtle glow. It's beautiful. Moving on, speaking of glow, for highlighters this year, I have been loving the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick, specifically in the color Bronze. It's a great highlighter because, again, it's subtle. Up until recently, I wasn't really into like the super shiny highlighter look like I have on today. Most of this year, I was into a very subtle glow that almost looked like I was glowing. You know what I mean? Where it's just more on the natural side, and this does that exactly. It's beautiful. It gives you a touch of bronze, a touch of pink in there, so it just looks pretty natural. It's nice. You can also use this as blush too, but I love it. Now, I don't actually have a blush favorite for this year. I tried a bunch of blushes. None of them really stuck out to me. So if you guys want to leave me recommendations for blushes that you think I would like, I would love that. But I haven't had like a true favorite this year. So instead, I'm going to talk about two different bronzers that I love, because you guys know I'm like a bronzer freak. So first off is the Hourglass bronzer. This one has been my favorite for the past 6 months. Again, it's the ambient lighting kind of like line, and they came out with two bronzers, I think, this year, but this one is the lighter of the two. I love it. It's beautiful. It's very glowy. It's very natural. I would not use this to contour. It's going to kind of give you the opposite effect, but if you just want to look tan and you want to look glowy and bronzy like you just came from a beach vacation, this is perfect. It's beautiful. And it's not orangey like at all. And this one, I will admit, is a little bit more orangey, but I still love it. It's beautiful. So this one is from Becca. It's their Shimmering Skin Perfector, and the color is Blushed Copper. And I believe this was a limited edition color, but I think you can still get it. I'll try to find it online and link it down below for you guys, but it's so pretty. It's a rose gold copper color. I mean, it's like super pigmented. It's stunning. You can use it as shadow, bronzer, blush, highlighter. I love it. It's so shimmery and glittery. I love to highlight my forehead especially, and this is a great like forehead highlighter. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's really pretty. I love it. And I'm not a huge fan of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors. I've never gotten them to work for me, but this one does, and I love it. Alright, so that's it for face. I'm going to move into eyes, and then we'll do lips. So for eyes, shadow particularly, I have been obsessed with ColourPop shadows this year. Let me see if I can hold this up without spilling them. I have a ton, even more than this, but I love them. Number one, they're really inexpensive. I think they're like less than $10. I'll leave their website down below for you guys, but they're beautiful, highly pigmented, creamy, buttery, smooth shadow. So a lot of you guys might know I have lash extensions, and with lash extensions you have to be careful with the shadows that you use. A lot of times I'll use cream because it will kind of like get in your lashes and it creates fallout and it's just like a big mess. But these do not do that. They're a mix between a cream and a powder, so they're very like creamy and they're easy to apply. I just usually use it my finger and put them on, but they're super pigmented. This is the color Game Face. This was one of my favorites throughout the year. A nice brown, bronzy color. Two of my other like all-time favorites this year, Lovely, which is a champagne icy color, and then Amaze, which is more of like a light gold champagne color. I love the shimmery ones from ColourPop. I think they're beautiful. Today I actually have on Puppy Love. It's one of their new shadows. It's like a pinky iridescent color, but they're beautiful. I love these, you guys. The price cannot be beat for the quality of shadows that they are. Okay, and then I do have eyelash extensions, like I said, but that does not stop me from wearing mascara. And my all-time favorite, this has been one of my favorites for the past couple years, is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I just get it in like the travel size. It looks like this. The wand is very puffy and fluffy, and so it has like an hourglass shape to it. It gives your lashes a nice fluffy, like wispy look to them, which is my favorite look. It's very black and it does come off easy when you are trying to get it off, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't flake off or anything, but at night when you're trying to wash your makeup off, it comes off pretty easy. I love it. And yeah, I do wear mascara with my lash extensions because I like it and I want to. Alright, so moving on to lips. And lips are like one of my favorite things. And actually, I got a lot of you guys thinking that I got lip injections, and I didn't. I've just been like super into overlining my lips this year. Actually the past couple months, not really the whole year. And it took me a while to find the right products to do it, but it's definitely all about the lip liner. And I have mentioned these lip liners before, but I'm just completely in love with them. You guys, you need to try them out. So they're by Charlotte Tilbury, and they're called the Lip Cheats. I have a bunch of different colors. I love every color I've tried so far. My all-time favorite is the Iconic Nude. It's great for a nude lip, a pink lip, a rosy lip, or a brown lip. So those are kind of like the lips that I usually do, but it's just a beautiful, nice, natural, dark nude color. The reason why I love these lip liners is because they sharpen very easily, and they are very creamy, and they're very pigmented, but they're really easy to apply, and they last all day long. They don't smudge or slide off. You can drink, you can eat. I put this on, I ate lunch, I drank water, and it's still on. It looks great. So I love their lip liners. They're beautiful. I like their lipsticks too, but I don't really have a specific lipstick favorite this year. So I'm in the market for some new lipsticks too. Alright, and then last product I want to share with you guys as far as beauty goes are my Buxom lip glosses. I've mentioned these a couple times this past year as well, but they're beautiful lip glosses. I feel like everything I'm saying here today, I'm saying it's beautiful, but they are. These are all products that I really thought long and hard about. I actually went through all of my monthly favorites from the entire year and pick and chose products from that list. So these are things that I've mentioned throughout the year, you guys, things that I really love and that I know a lot of other people will love them too. So these lipsticks, or lip glosses, I mean, are great. They're different from other lip glosses because they give you a lot of gloss and they give you a lot of shine without using shimmer. You know what I mean? They're just like that glossy, like clear look to it, but they do have a little bit of a tint to it. My favorite is Bellini. I'll put a little bit on right now. And they're plumping. And they smell like vanilla, but they feel like a mint. So I just love these. You can get them at Sephora. Bellini and Hot Toddy are my two favorite colors. They're great nudes. Bellini is more peachy. Hot Toddy is more brown, but I love them all. Alright, so we're making our way through this fairly quickly. I want to talk about my favorite brushes of the year. I'm not going to go too in detail, but mainly talk about my favorite brand of brushes this year. So I have 3 favorite brands. For eyes, I have been completely obsessed with the Sigma brushes, and believe it or not, I actually bought my very first brush set from Sigma back in 2010. I had graduated from high school and I used some of my graduation money towards brushes because I knew that's what I was, wanted to do as my career, and I wanted to get really nice brushes. So they're beautiful brushes, and I still have every brush from that first that I ever bought. They're very high quality, but at a really good price point. Specifically, their eye brushes are my favorite. They have a ton of variety. They're all really nice. They wash well. They last a long time. They're easy to use. They're inexpensive. I actually do have a coupon code for 10% off. It's Alex10 if you guys want to check them out. I love all of them, and they last a long time. And there's one other thing I want to say. Oh yeah, I've tried a lot of the other brushes from other brands that are like popular right now. That are like, you know what I mean, like that a lot of YouTubers talk about. I've tried so many brushes you guys would not believe. Like I have probably 500 brushes. My favorites are the ones that I'm going to talk about today. Sigma really blows everybody else out of the water for the prices that they charge. So a lot of the ones that I've tried, they've been really cheap, they've fallen apart, they're just not that nice, and I can't believe people actually like them. Like, they're just not that nice. So I'm not going to name like specific names or anything, but let me just tell you, like, Sigma really is a great line, and I've bought them myself for years, and I really, really like them. Another brand that I really like is Bobbi Brown. I've mentioned a lot of her brushes over the past year as well. I have like almost the whole range, I think, but these 3 are some of my favorites. In particular, the bronzer brush, I feel like I keep saying that, but the bronzer brush is really good. I love it with that Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. I like their brushes because they're not super soft, so they really work a product into your skin. I love them for powder products. They really buff things in, and they give you almost like that look, like it looks like your skin, like a really natural look. So I love these. Also, Nordstrom and Sephora, you can get these. And then lastly, for foundation this year, my favorite brush has been this one from IT Cosmetics, and it has a really long name. It's called the Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection No. 7 brush, and it's dual-ended, which is so easy. It's great for travel. This is the side I use for foundation. It's a nice way to buff in your foundation really quickly. It's very soft, and the other side is great for concealer. So I love this. It's a handy little brush to have. That's everything I wanted to talk about today. I will leave links to everything down below. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Also, don't forget, give this video a thumbs up if you want to see like lifestyle hair, skin, nails, that kind of favorite. So let me know. Of course, leave your recommendations down below for products you think I might like. I hope that you guys are all having a great start to 2016, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.